There comes a time in every woman's life when she realizes she's not here to audition for love anymore. She's not here to beg for a seat at anyone's table. She is the table. She is the feast. And when that moment happens, everything changes, not because someone else finally sees her worth, but because she finally stops handing out discounts to people who can't afford her presence. For so long, you've been taught that your value is something external, something you earn by performing just right, smile more, speak less, be soft but not invisible, be strong but not intimidating, want commitment but don't seem eager. We live in a world that often teaches women to shrink themselves into tiny, acceptable versions just to be liked. But you are not here to be liked. You are here to live fully. You are here to choose. Choosing starts with knowing you are already enough, not perfect, not without mistakes, but enough as you are, and when you carry that knowledge with you, your entire energy shifts. You walk differently, you speak differently, you listen differently, you engage differently, because you are no longer auditioning for someone's approval. You are observing who truly deserves a place in your life. You begin to realize that not everyone deserves front row access to your heart, that your time, your energy, your love are precious commodities, not things to be given to just anyone who shows interest. Interest is easy, consistency is rare, and you're not available for easy anymore. You are available for real. You stop making excuses for people who show you their intentions from the start. You stop believing in potential over patterns. You stop mistaking mixed signals for chemistry. You stop confusing anxiety with attraction. You stop letting loneliness negotiate with your standards. You can love deeply and still have standards that are unmovable. You can be compassionate without being naive. You can be generous without being taken advantage of. You can be kind without becoming a doormat. You can believe in love without losing your own sense of truth. And let's be honest, staying true to yourself in a world that constantly tries to mold you isn't easy. There will be days when you second guess your standards, days when it feels tempting to settle just to avoid feeling alone. Days when you wonder if you're asking for too much, but let me tell you, you are not asking for too much. You are simply asking the wrong people. Attention is not affection. Validation is not love. You deserve the real thing. You deserve the kind of energy that is steady, clear, and intentional. You deserve someone whose actions speak so loudly that you never have to guess where you stand. You are not difficult to love. You are simply unwilling to accept anything less than what you know you deserve. And that's not a flaw, that's strength, that's self-respect. If someone says you're too much, what they are really saying is, I am not enough to meet you where you are. Let them go, release them with grace. Wish them well on their journey, but do not ever shrink to fit inside someone else's limited capacity to love, because the right person, the one who is truly ready for you, will not ask you to minimize yourself. They will not ask you to quiet your voice. They will not fear your standards. They will meet you there. They will recognize the beauty of your depth. They will respect the strength of your heart. The right person will not just admire your fire from afar. They will have the courage to stand beside it, but to attract that kind of partnership, you must be willing to be that kind of partner to yourself first. You must choose yourself even when it's hard. Trust yourself even when it's lonely. Protect your peace even when it disappoints others. You must understand that solitude with peace is far better than companionship with chaos. You must believe that walking away from half love is an act of faith, not failure. You were never meant to beg for love. You were meant to inspire it by the way you live, the way you love, the way you hold yourself. You flirt differently when you don't need an outcome. You date differently when you know your heart is already full. You walk differently when you know you are not looking to be completed. You are looking to be complimented. When you stop chasing, you start attracting. When you stop performing, you start connecting. When you stop trying to convince someone of your value, you start seeing who recognizes it naturally. You were never meant to settle for almosts, almost enough, almost consistent, almost committed. You were made for the real thing. The deep, steady, unwavering kind of connection that doesn't leave you wondering, that doesn't leave you guessing, that feels like home, not a battlefield, no more accepting half effort as commitment. No more mistaking confusion for mystery, no more waiting for someone to realize what they have. You are not a secret, you are not a second choice, you are not a backup plan, you are the real thing, the whole story, the full chapter, and the person who is meant for you will treat you as such. They will show up with their words and their actions aligned. They will make space for your heart, not ask you to lock pieces of it away. They will meet you with the same energy you give. They will not pull you out of your peace. They will protect it. But first, you must stop making yourself small. Stop apologizing for your standards. Stop dimming your light to make others comfortable. Stop second guessing your intuition because you want so badly to give someone the benefit of the doubt. You owe yourself the loyalty you keep giving away so freely, and the way you show up for yourself becomes the way others learn to show up for you. It's not about building walls. It's about building gates, with locks that only open for people who have earned the key through their consistency, kindness, and character. You deserve clarity. You deserve consistency. You deserve to feel safe. You deserve to feel seen. You deserve to be loved for who you are, not for the version of you that makes someone else more comfortable. You are not here to water yourself down. You are here to be fully, boldly, unapologetically you, and that version of you, she is the prize. She is the one who lights up every room she enters. She is the one who raises the standard for how she is treated simply by how she treats herself. She is the one who doesn't just dream of extraordinary love. She embodies the kind of presence that calls it in. So remember this. Fall in love with your own life first. Be excited about your own journey. Create a world so rich, so full, so inspiring that someone has to be extraordinary just to walk beside you. And if you ever have to dim your light to be loved, you're in the wrong place. If you ever have to beg for effort, you're with the wrong person. If you ever have to lose yourself to keep someone, you're fighting the wrong battle. The right person will not only choose you, they will cherish you. The right person will not only love you, they will honor you. The right person will not only stay, they will grow with you. Until then, you walk with your head high. You live with your heart open but guarded by wisdom. You smile knowing that every no to the wrong thing brings you one step closer to the right thing. You trust that what is meant for you cannot be lost. You believe that love is not something you earn by shrinking. It's something you attract by standing tall, and you become the kind of woman who doesn't just find love. She attracts a love that matches the love she already carries within herself. Because in the end, the greatest love story you'll ever write is the one you live with yourself. And when you get that right, everything else falls into place.